Hello everyone, Sharpeter43 once again, bringing you all another week of the PMU. Today we're going to be battling JDMI once again, and the, what's it called? What's his name again? Atlanta Firehawks, I think it was. I don't remember. It was something like that. But yeah, so this is going to be week 2, and as you can see, we're actually going to do this live again. That was kind of what I wanted to do last time, but unfortunately we just kind of couldn't do it because there was some like issue, like for some reason my recording software didn't work, so as a result I couldn't really record anything. So as a result I had to basically just save the replay and actually, you know, showcase it that way, honestly, which for draft leagues is not my way of doing the battles. I do it for smaller leagues though, but for leagues that don't have stuff like D leagues or anything like that, I usually tend to do them with live commentary because I prefer it that way. But anyways, enough of my talking. Onto the team. So, oh yeah, I can't show you guys the team that I'm using, huh? And I still haven't found out how to add the bottom screen to this shit for some reason. Okay, but I don't have time for that right now. I need to jot down this guy's team. I need to find out how to do that though, because it would be nice to actually be able to showcase it, at least for before the battle starts, so you guys can kind of see what I have. But I have Zygarde, I have Amoonguss, Slowking, Lantern, Skarmory, Lopunny. We're bringing Mega Lopunny for the first time. Okay, hold on. You got a Braviary. You got a Bronzong. What did I not expect him to bring? I did not expect him to bring Go-Go nor Braviary. Everything else, yeah. Okay. Nape. Milo. Go-Goat. Or whatever the hell is the name. Yeah, I think it's Go-Goat actually. And Mega Man. I don't know if you guys can hear me because the mic is not even facing my damn direction. And that's it. Okay, now I gotta find out the lead. He could lead Mega Manectric right out of the gate, or he could lead Infernape, or he can lead Bronzong just to get the Rock Slip. I'm gonna lead with Zygarde just because if Infernape or Manectric leads, Skarmory's a terrible lead, obviously. If he leads Manectric, we could just switch in Lantern, honestly. And what's he gonna do? Although I'll admit that the Go-Go can be a little threatening, though. But here we go. Zygarde lead it is. And you know, I think the Zygarde can also be a little annoying with the, not Zygarde, the Go-Go can be a little annoying for Zygarde too, because if that Go-Go is like one of those obnoxious bulk up horn leech sets, it's probably never gonna die. Also, what happened to the connection? Don't tell me the connection went to hell. Oh god. The connection's going to hell. Oh shit. It did. Yep, it did. Yep, it did. It did. That's a rip me right there, bro. Rip me. And it wasn't even me. What the hell? I think it was him though. Here we go with this bullshit again. Okay, take 2. We're gonna lead with Zygarde like we agreed, hon. But bruh, I don't have a good feeling about this. I feel like we're gonna mess up somewhere, or I have a feeling this game is gonna be doing this shtick again, where freaking keeps, you know, going to hell every single time. But we shall see. Is it gonna happen, or is it gonna be... Okay, it's happening now. Like, jeez, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Okay, he does lead with Nape, and I led with Zygarde, which is good. So, what would he want to switch into now that he sees that this will put him in a disadvantage? What deals with Zygarde? He could switch into Milotic because Milotics are typically bulky, or he can send in that Go-Go because Zygardes don't typically have much for Go-Go. I could also Glare it just to paralyze something, but mons like Milotic and Go-Go can kind of benefit from being paralyzed, in all honesty. But let's see, hold on. Let's think about this. There's not a whole lot of switching, so I think I have to just simply go for the Glare here. He could U-turn right here. If he goes into Manectric, we have to switch out because there's the possibility he brings Hidden Power Ice for Zygarde. Hidden Power Grass is also a possibility if he wants to get around Lantern, but it's not really necessary since there's probably other things that can deal with Lantern better, like Go-Go. So I think he has Hidden Power Ice on his Mega Manectric. There's the Go-Go. Okay, here's the thing. Unfortunately, I don't have the Dragon Tail in this. I actually had it with Crunch because I was particularly afraid of his Bronzong coming in and just simply setting up the rocks in my face, so that's kind of what I didn't want to deal with. But I do have Amoonguss, which is a very, very fair switch into to this thing. The only thing that's going to be a little scary is if he ends up doubling here, predicting the attempted switch into Amoonguss, so we're going to see if he does that right now. He's paralyzed, so he tried to do something. I don't know if he was trying to set up in my face, though. I do want to go for Sludge Bomb to get damage off. I'm just kind of fearing that he'll set up in my face, which is kind of what I don't want. But at the same time, and I do have some investment on this, so it will do some damage at least, but my other concern is that he brings in the Bronzong afterwards, too. In fact, I'm tempted to go for Spore out of fear that he ends up, you know, going for the... Oh, you know what he also didn't bring? The Landorus Tea. That's actually good. But at the same time, that Braviary is also kind of a threat. I'm gonna just go for Sludge Bomb, just to see what he wants to do. He could go into Bronzong, if anything. Yeah, he's gonna go into Bronzong. That's a very obvious switch in. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go for the Spore right here, and we're gonna then switch into Slowking. Get a nice Nasty Plot going. Just put it to sleep to prevent it from setting up rocks right now, or a Trick Room for that matter. Even though a Trick Room would kind of benefit me considering I have Slowpoke, or Slowbro, or Slowking. Damn it, jeez. How come with slows I'm always like, you know, getting them mixed up all the time? But yeah, I think we're gonna go into Slowking right here. I have Flamethrower for the Go-Go if he tries to bring that in against me right now. If he brings in Mega Manectric, we switch back into... actually, we switch into Lantern for the first time. I'm not going to switch in Zygarde, because Zygarde can get intimidated, and if he predicts correctly and goes for Hidden Power Ice, take a lot of damage, I'll get 2-hit KO'd, which is not what I want. But yeah, I didn't talk about JDMI a little bit, did I? It's because I was in a rush, but the game disconnects, so obviously we're going to have issues with this already. So, yeah, that's kind of terrible. Anyway, now we're back. Okay, it's because, man, I believe I was supposed to go into Slowking, because Slowking be that way. Slowking is the way here. What I want to do is see if I can set up a Nasty Plot, and if he switches in Manectric, we switch out into either Lantern or Zygarde. Actually, I think Zygarde, the Lantern is still the play there. Because he won't be able to Volt Switch, which is what I'm particularly afraid of from the Mega Manectric, that it pivots around with Volt Switch. He's gonna... okay, he doubled here, predicting something. He goes into Infernape, which can U-turn. It can U-turn, honestly. I don't want this thing to take damage, though. And I definitely don't think he'll bring in the what's it called? I definitely don't think he'll bring in or I don't think he'll go for the Flare Blitz, is what I'm trying to say. And do I need Skarmory for his team? Kinda, just for the Go-Go and the... Not necessarily for Bronzong. In fact, Skarmory doesn't really do much, so I could just switch it in just to punish it for going for a U-turn. He'll go into Mega Manectric and we just switch back into Lantern, which is what I wanted to do in the first place, assuming he actually doubled into Mega Manectric, but he didn't do that, so... I think we will go to Skarmory, honestly. Oh, yeah. I just hope this thing isn't like a Nasty Plotting set with Fire Blast, because that could actually be problematic. But if it's Nasty Plot, that means Mega Lopunny just comes in. Okay, he's going to U-turn, which is fine. Because now this thing is going to get punished. And it's going to take Stealth Rocks. Or Stealth Rocks, Rocky Helmet. Jeez. But now, unfortunately, this means he brings in Mega Man now. But this is also kind of good because this means I can also just simply... like, I can get him with the Intimidate off already. For whatever that's worth, honestly. We're gonna go into Lantern here so that he doesn't try to be fancy. His Golbat's already paralyzed, so really the only thing that's threatening me right now is the Bronzong maybe? No, the Braviary. Even then, I think the Lantern can take it okay. Lantern. And then here I could just Scald. And if he goes into my Milotic, we just Volt Switch. And if he goes into Go-Go, we Volt Switch. Gonna get the Intimidate off. Flamethrower. I resist that. I think the worst case scenario here is if he ends up getting the burn, which thankfully he doesn't get. Now, I can Volt Switch on him, because looking at his team right now, he doesn't have any Volt Switch immunity. And with that pivoting, I can go into... I can go for the Skull just to get damage off in case he tries to stay in. But I feel like he won't stay in. I'm gonna go for Scald. Okay, he's gonna switch it out. He doesn't want to stay in on this. Nape? No, Milotic. Okay, that's fine. Now we just Volt Switch. I honestly didn't think he'd switch in Milotic, honestly. Critical hit. No burn, thankfully, because... Not that it matters, because I kind of wasn't even sure if I could get it on a timer. Flame Orb, though, so he had the burn ready for himself anyway, so... We're just gonna Volt Switch now. He goes for Toxic, but I have Heal Bell, so it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna go for a Volt Switch real quick. Just get some nice damage. Let's see. My question is, I don't think I want to stay in with, the question is, do I send in Amoonguss? Amoonguss can be good, honestly. It can Giga Drain, but then he easily switches in Bronzong. Whereas Slowking can set up in its face, but I'll have to take a Toxic, and then I'll have to make efforts to, you know, prevent myself from getting, like I have to find a way to get the Heal Bell off in order to keep it healthy. I'll send in Slowking. This is just in case he tries to... He could go for Toxic, but if he brings in Mega Manectric, I just go back into the Lantern. He is gonna recover, which is fine with me. And then from here, he's gonna follow up with Toxic. And now we're gonna go for the Grass Knot. I think he stays in, honestly. Because if he switches out and goes into Bronzong, he'll just get a Scald. If he anticipates Psychic, he's gonna go for Toxic, which is fine. I just go for the Grass Knot here. Take out this Milotic. Takes it out, thank goodness. Now we don't have to deal with physical walls in Milotic. What else did I need this Slowking for? That's a good question. Not quite sure. Now, obviously, he can't Volt Switch. There's a good chance he tries to double here and go into Infernape. Nah, Infernape on the Lantern, though. Like, unless he has Earthquake. There's really nothing he can do. He could try to Volt Switch, thinking that I would probably stay in to try to take the hit or something. I don't think I need to risk it, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I need to risk it. If he doubles, we just simply switch out. Thunderbolt, okay. Now here, unfortunately, we do have to take a turn of getting rid of this toxic because I don't want it on my on neither my what's it called, on my lantern nor my Slowking. So I'm just gonna go for the heal bell right now. He's gonna switch out. Goat. He's gonna hard switch it in. Just get rid of this poison. And then I'm gonna Volt Switch right here. Volt Switch into Mungus, obviously. He's not gonna double here, because if he does that, then it's obviously not gonna be in a good position. He's gonna stay in. Thankfully, I outspeed, because I was kind of afraid that he would outspeed. But I think Go-Go is slow, so Paralyze makes it slower. I could go into Skarmory, but my concern with this thing is that it ends up having Bulk Up, which means it'll take Drill Pecks for days, and then I won't be able to take it out, and then he'll in return be able to take me out. Hidden Power, Fire or Ice. But that doesn't do much to my Amoonguss thanks to the fact that I invested enough special defense for it. The only problem I have here is that he easily switches in the Bronzong here. And the question is, do I want to do that? If I switch out right here, do I want to switch in slow? Nah, let's just play it safe. I think we're in a good position. We're just going to stay in Sludge Bomb. Okay, he's going to switch out, go into Bronzong. Okay. Yeah, I am Black Sludge, so I'm going to get HP, but switching out is just going to get me straight back to where I need to be. Okay, if he brings back the Manectric here on another double or something, we just simply keep switching out. We don't lose anything. I think I built very well for this team, actually. He woke up, unfortunately, though, and got his rocks up, though. So, unfortunately, he is going to have some kind of, like, thing going his way. But I think he's going to want to just switch out right now, predicting me to go for Nasty Plot. So I'm going to just go for Skull, just for damage. Actually, I should have went for Flamethrower. I don't know what the hell was I thinking, honestly. He got the rocks up though, so that's kind of unfortunate. Should have probably sent in Skarmory to get my rocks up too, honestly, so that his switch-ins get punished too, honestly. I'm on Nasty Play just to see what he tries to do. If he goes into Mega Manectric, we just switch back into Lantern, honestly. That's literally all we can do. He's gonna switch out into Mega Manectric. Go. Oh, okay, this is fine. Because what I want to do with this thing... Actually, what the hell am I saying? No. We just simply go back into Amoonguss. No, I wanted to go for the Flamethrower, but... I don't think that's a wise move, considering he can just go for the Leech, the Horn Leech, and just take me out like that. And I kind of need this... Or maybe I don't need it that much. Or maybe I do need it, actually. For the Infernape. I have Zygarde, but... Because I know +2... I don't think +2 takes out this Go-Go, or does it? Should I try it? I could try it, honestly. These things do come specially defensive sometimes, so that's kind of why I'm fearing that it'll take it, then Horn Leech me, and then KO me. Straight up. And I don't need to risk that, honestly. And Amoonguss kind of fares better, kinda, against most of what he has on his team right now. The exception of Braviary. Braviary is still kind of a threat. So maybe because of that alone. But it doesn't handle my Lantern very well. Nah, we'll just go for the flamethrower. Because what if he switches in the Braviary here? Nope, he stayed in. Okay. But this does damage, but it doesn't take him out. And he goes for... Oh, it's Giga Drain, though. Still does a lot of damage, though, unfortunately. Yeah. It's not a physical set like I thought it would be, honestly. It seems to be a special set. Which, honestly, does nothing. But unfortunately, I let my Slowking get weakened quite severely. I'm gonna go into Mungus. If he goes in the Infernape, then that's a good play for him. I'm telling you, this was probably not the play, honestly, but I just wanted to, like, get damage. Plus, I was also kind of fearing the double into Braviary, predicting the Mungus to obviously come in, because I've been switching it in several times. It'd be kind of crazy if he ends up switching it in now, though. If he brings in Braviary and tries to U-turn, though, I just simply go for the what's it called, the switch into Skarmory. Punish it for, you know, doing its thing of pivoting around and whatnot. Is he gonna switch into Manectric? If he goes into Manectric, we stay in and just go for Sludge Bombs. No, he goes into Infernape. Okay. Okay, here we obviously don't want to mess around, so we're just gonna switch into... Honestly, Zygarde. Because he has to go for a fire move here. And if he goes for Substitute or Nasty Plot, I think Nasty Plot's the scary thing here. Because Nasty Plot can obviously mean that he has Hidden Power Ice on this thing. But this thing doesn't get Ice Punch. It only gets Thunder Punch and Fire Punch. Double. Fire Blast. Okay, he could be running a set with freaking Hidden Power Ice, honestly. Which means that this could be having something up its sleeve right now. I don't know. Okay, he has Fire Blast, but he can also have U-turn. Let's see if he's choice. So we're gonna go into Lantern here, predicting. Okay, he's choice, I think. Scarf, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Here, we're gonna Volt Switch and go into Skarmory and get Rocks up, because look at me, I'm getting punished for every switch in I'm making. Thankfully, none of my mons are weak to Rocks per se. They're just, they take it neutrally for the most part. We're just gonna go for the... We got a Volt Switch. I wanted to go for the Heal Bell, but this thing will Giga Drain me and it'll get a lot of its HP back, which is kind of what I don't want. I want to keep this thing weakened, honestly. This Skarmory, I don't necessarily need it for much, except to maybe wall the Braviary, especially if that Braviary turns out to be Scarfed or something. He's paralyzed. I don't know what he was trying to go for. If he tried to predict me and go for Hidden Power Fire, though, good play on his part, but it's unfortunate that he gets paralyzed, but that's kind of what I needed this Glare move anyway for. Let's get the Rocks up, shall we? And if he stays in, we'll just Drill Peck. Actually, no, who am I kidding? I just switched back into Mungus, honestly. Leech Seed Giga Drain, okay. Leech Seed Giga Drain with Leftovers. Leech Seed Giga Drain with Leftovers. Pretty annoying set, honestly, but that's kind of why I brought Mungus to begin with. Was just to get damage on it. Now here, I'm gonna go into Mungus. If he goes into what's it called, Infernape, we just simply do the usual. Just send in Zygarde. Milk Drink. Okay, so he has Milk Drink, Leech Seed, Giga Drain. What would that last move be? If it's not Bulk Up, I don't think I have much to worry about, honestly. We're gonna Spore here. Yeah, put this thing back to sleep, honestly. Now here, what did I switch into last time? What did I switch into last time? Forgot what I switched into last time. Oh, I switched in Slowking now. I'm gonna switch in Lantern. Just to go for the heal bell, because yeah. He's gonna switch out Dole into what? Manectric? Braviary. Okay, he's gonna get rock. He's gonna take rocks damage, which is fine with me. We heal bell right here. He's gonna switch out. We don't need to over predict here and go for Volt Switch. We could have to get initiative, but I kind of need my Slowking to not get poisoned. This is kind of a long battle, I'm not gonna lie. That last move cannot be bulk up though. I don't know what move it is, but I'm kind of hoping it's not bulk up. But truth be told, even if it's at +6, as long as I have Skarmory and Amoonguss around, I don't think it's going to be able to do much. It can set up to +6 and it will eventually run out of Horn Leeches, since that seems to be the only attack it has. And Amoonguss is immune to Leech Seed, which is why I can't lose Amoonguss, because then I'll have issues. God, these people always, they get so loud. But whatever. That's a crit, but that doesn't matter. Still gonna get a lot of its recovery back. This is what I like about slow pivoting. I can just send in Amoonguss without having to worry about him doubling on me. And what's it gonna do? Giga Drain? Pfft. However, let's see what he has. He would have to go back into Bronzong, honestly, wouldn't he? I'm gonna try to send in Slowking here. Let's see if he stays in. If he stays in and goes for Giga Drain, then this man is just crazy. In fact, seeing how... yeah, he switched it out, okay. He goes into Mega Man. Okay. I think here what we want to do really is just go for more damage, honestly. Scald, just to get damage off. Go-Go again? Yeah, he's trying to send this in every time. And he predicts my move too. I wanted to go for Flamethrower, but I was afraid of him bringing Infernape, which Infernape is actually looking like his potential threat right now. As long as I have Amoonguss and Lantern alive, I don't have to deal I don't have too much problems with Mega Manectric. It's this Go-Go that needs to go too, honestly, because the thing is also being kind of a pest right now. I'm gonna go into Amoonguss because obviously I don't want to get too risky here. He really can't do much. It's because I just realized right now that both Slowking and Amoonguss have Regenerator. So it's actually kind of easy for me to recover, actually, by just simply switching around. I do seem to have the matchup here. But of course, if I let my guard down, he could just reverse this and put it in his favor, if anything. Okay, he does predict my switch and goes into Infernape now. Obviously, I don't want to stay in on this, so... Although I do think a U-turn is now in order here. Which is why... But at the same time... I'll go into Lantern. Because I think he just brings in the... I don't think he'll go for close combat yet. He could go for U-turn here, which would be kind of bad, but... So he does have Nasty Plot. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So he's a Nasty Plot instead, with Fire Blast and U-turn. That last move, I don't think it's Mach Punch, honestly. It's probably Hidden Power Ice, if anything. Hidden Power Ice for my Zygarde. Which makes me wonder if I should just Volt Switch instead. But this is looking pretty good for my Mega Lopunny right now. Although I haven't Mega... Well, I can Fake Out, so we're gonna Volt Switch, honestly. He's gonna U-turn too because he realizes this isn't good. But I'm slower, so I get the slower initiative here. He's gonna send in something. The Bronzong, okay. To which I just send in Slowking and try to set up that Nasty Plot. What's he gonna do in the end? We're gonna send in Slowking once more here. And if he brings in the freaking, the Manectric, we just simply keep doing what we do. And just switch back into Lantern. Because looking at it now, his Infernape doesn't seem to have anything for my Lantern. I'm gonna Nasty Plot here. If he goes back into Infernape, we just switch out into Go-Go. Okay, he's gonna go into Go-Go. That's fine. And as you saw, I did outspeed this thing, so I can actually just take this thing out right now. Leftovers, but I think from where it's at right now, it's actually not gonna live a Flamethrower. Seeing how it took it to the red when it was at full HP, so we're just gonna go for a Flamethrower now. Nothing on this team will appreciate it. If he goes into Infernape, he'll still take damage anyway, so... Yeah, he's gonna let that Go-Go finally go down, because this thing was one of the reasons why I couldn't get anything going. This Go-Go was just being annoying. I knew this thing was gonna be annoying, seeing it as soon as I saw it in the team preview. He didn't bring Whimsicott because he knew that Mungus was a thing, but he still brought this because he knew that he could still switch in Bronzong if he so desired. Okay, obviously this thing could actually predict my Amoonguss to come in and go for Flamethrower, but at the same time, I still lose nothing just going for the switch into Lantern here. So, and obviously I don't want to lose this thing, so yeah, we're just gonna go into Lantern, honestly. We really don't lose anything. We really don't. The only thing that's still kind of scary though is the Infernape a little bit, just because it has U-turn, it has Fire Blast, Nasty Plot. That last move, I don't know if it's Mach Punch, but if it is, then, you know, that's scary. Okay, Thunderbolt, get my HP back. And I think from here we could just spam, Scald, honestly. Just get that damage. I don't want to send in Zygarde because I am kind of afraid of the... what's it called? I am afraid of the Hidden Power Ice from this Manectric, which I'm pretty convinced it has. He gets the burn here, and he gets the burn. If I get the burn, I'm gonna just go for the heal ball myself, but he's not gonna get it, so. I'm gonna go for Scald, just in case he goes into Bronzong. Goes into Bronzong here. Which I'd say is fine as long as we can, you know. You know what I'm gonna do here? I know exactly what I'm gonna do here. We'll go for the Volt Switch here. I was gonna go for Heal Bell, but I think going for Volt Switch here is better because it'll give me some Switch Initiative, and not to mention get this Bronzong a little bit more damage because it keeps recovering with those leftovers. I'm not gonna send in Slowking this time. I'm gonna send in Zygarde now. And if he's still asleep, we set up a substitute here. And we may just win this, actually. We may not, though. Depends if he wakes up right here right now, actually. No, he's fast asleep. Okay. This is actually good for me. And seeing how this thing was taking the special hits very, very well, we could probably even go for Crunch here. But first things first, we're going to set up that substitute. In case he wants to go for Toxic here. Let's see if he actually... He's still asleep. Okay, we're in a good position right here, actually. Because even if he takes out the substitute, he's still going to go down with the Bronzong. Nothing on his team is going to want to switch in either, honestly. Even Braviary kind of goes down after 2 crunches because of the rocks right now. Because it took already a round, so it'll take another round. We're just going to go for Crunch here. Sorry, I'm just trying to be focused here. Kind of hoping nothing crazy happens. I think he's trying to think what he can do, honestly, but I don't think he can do much. I think he has to let something on his team go down. And then bring in something that can just break the substitute. But I think from there, we may win, actually. He's going to stay in and go for whatever it is that he's going to go for. Got the Crunch off here. Doesn't take it out, but as you saw, it did a lot more damage than I was expecting. If this thing was max defensive, it would have taken like 4 or maybe 5 of these crunches, honestly. Despite it being super effective. Yeah. We just keep spamming crunch at this point. And everything that he switches in is going to get Earthquaked, honestly. Well, except Braviary, but if Braviary comes in, we just crunch it to death, honestly. We really don't lose much doing so. Okay. There goes the Bronzong. How long was this battle anyway? Oh yeah. Braviary. Okay, yeah, he's gonna bring it in because he knows that he needs to break that substitute. But he's gonna take Recoil. I kind of want to go for Glare, but I don't think it's necessary, honestly. Like, I wanted to paralyze it, then set up another substitute, then go for another crunch, just to stay behind this substitute. And if he keeps going for Roost, we're just going to simply crunch it till he gets a defense drop, honestly. If he has Bulk Up, though, we have to switch out immediately. There's defense drop, yep. Oh, right, the Defiant ability. But if he has Roost, I think as long as we can keep it weakened, we can still take this thing out with Mega Lopunny, honestly. So, it's not too big of a deal. In fact, we can kind of just Glare it and just... Yeah, we'll Glare it. Show him not to be funny with me. I was just gonna go for Crunch, but as soon as I saw Defiant, I was like, okay, we don't fucks with this thing at all. Let's see. You know what we can also do? Send in Skarmory. Skarmory was actually kind of disposable at this point, honestly. He brings Mega Manectric in regardless after I take out this Braviary anyway, so... He is a bulk upset. Okay, good to know. Yeah, because I don't want this thing to get funny with me, honestly. I really don't. We're just gonna... I guess Whirlwind, just to make it lose that +3. It's paralyzed, so he doesn't get to attack me. But that's probably gonna be bad for him anyway, since he would lose this Braviary. Okay, now this thing comes in. I want to send in... I think he can go for Nasty Plot here, actually. So what I'm going to do here real quick is actually... He's a Nasty Plot set, so we got to be wary of that. We'll Lantern here. He doesn't have Mach Punch. I need to get a safe switch in the Mega Lopunny, honestly. Nasty Plot, okay. Then from here we U-turn. Yeah, because at this point I think this Lantern kind of doesn't really do me much. Okay, we got a Volt Switch here. Maybe even Scalded, honestly. Since what does he have on his team to resist Scald? Nothing. Actually, we Volt Switch because we can go to Lopunny. And oh, he had Focus Blast. Okay, so he didn't have freaking. Okay. Okay, so he has Focus Blast and the freaking. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Lopunny real quick. Because he's not fast and he doesn't have Mach Punch anyway, so... If he brings in Manectric to get the Intimidate off, we just simply switch out, honestly. But we did lose a Mon and it was Lantern, so that Mega Manectric can be a little annoying now. But we're gonna Fake Out as always. We can still wear him down with the rocks though, he still tried not to get rid of. But he doesn't have Hazard Removal, it seems, so... He's thinking about whether he should switch or not. Maybe he thinks I'll just go for the return since I know he's not choiced anymore. But he also could just see me go for the Fake Out as well. Okay, he's predicting the Fake Out, so he's gonna go into Manectric here just to get the Intimidate off. Oh no, he's gonna get the Braviary in. I think I need this Braviary gone, honestly. So I might have to stay in and just go for the... I have to stay in and go for the return. Yeah, we have to take out this Braviary. We don't mess with this thing. We're gonna return here. Get the Braviary out of here. Now all that's left is Nape. The Mega Man right now is the threat because we lost Lantern, so... Guy be giving me the premature GG. Oh, it's because he... Because he has the... Hold on. Interesting. Okay, yeah, because I just have to go for return here now. He might win the speed tie. Which he does. Thankfully he doesn't get crit, nor para. So we just take this thing out potentially. Yeah, we do. Okay. So yeah, maybe it is a GG. Maybe. His Infernape doesn't have Mach Punch. It has U-turn, Focus Blast, Fire Blast, and Nasty Plot. If it was able to take out the Manectric, I think it definitely takes out this Infernape, so we're just going to go for the other return here. He knew. That crit I don't think mattered. And even if it did, I think it would just... I'd still take it out with anything else like Slowking. Because Slowking can definitely take a U-turn, I believe. But yeah, that's going to be the whole game. GG. GG, that was a 5-0 though, so holy shit. But this is actually looking good. We started out pretty good this season, unlike last season where we actually lost our first battle kind of badly. In this league, or this season, jeez, I can't talk. This season we did a lot better. We started out 2-0, which is good. Hold on, let me say GG to the guy. GG. Okay. So that's gonna be it for this week of the PMU. Thank you all for watching. We're gonna be getting ready for week 3 now and see what's up. But with all that said, I'll catch you guys for another video. For now, just take it easy and have a good one.